Okay, taking progress there. And just share again there, Eileen. That'd be grand. Thanks.
I click got it, do I, for that? Or share,
Yeah, got it, yeah.
got it, yeah. And more share screen, yeah. There.
How was Renville, Martin?
Grant?
Good stuff.
I haven't got it now, though.
Huh? You
Got it.
haven't.
No, got it.
What's that saying? This meeting is being. Oh yeah.
No, I haven't got it.
You haven't got the Zoom, is it?
No, it said this meeting is being recorded by a host. So yeah, leave meeting or got it.
Say click got it.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
it.
we're there now. I didn't press hard
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. So we're looking back at your screen again. Okay. So just so you know what you're looking at, whenever you get lost in this QuickBooks thing, so I'll just click randomly around. Oh, actually, I've got to request remote control again. Sorry.
Yeah, hold on.
Great. So whenever you get lost on the screen, it's always, where the heck am I? Just think of the dashboard again. It's like walking back out into the foyer of a hotel when you get lost somewhere in the corridors and say, just go back down to reception and ask them, how do I find my way to wherever, you know? So, and what you're looking at here will always be the bank account, and I might add in a few things after a while here, and you'll understand them when you see them. And then it'll always give you a glance at how the business is doing. So that's this year, but it could be this month, or say last month. Now these will start to fill up pretty soon, these things. And then if you want to see numbers, I'm just going to, if you click on it there, Eileen, the word profit and loss, just click once. It'll bring you into the numbers, okay? Now you're used to seeing this type of thing before, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then if you click into the sales of product income there at the top, now you haven't seen that before because a lot of the stuff is misprogrammed. If you click into the number 6397.
Yeah.
So click.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It'll bring you into the sales invoices and click on Declan Byrne there at the top. Click as well.
Oh, you'll go into that invoice.
It'll bring you right into the invoice, okay?
Yeah.
And do you have the app open there, Martin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you open the QuickBooks app for yourself, there for a minute. I'd like you to try this the next week. You can't break it, by the way, as well. So whenever you're out and about, if something goes wrong, okay, it goes wrong, but you're not going to break the program, so don't worry about that. And on there, if you could, let me see now, I'll just get you up as well. Sorry. I'm zooming down to a few of them here. There should be a place to do a sales invoice for yourself there.
No, I'm not. I'm gone.
It's gone.
I haven't. Up on my screen now is safe driving mode. Your microphone is muted. Tap to speak.
Now that's Zoom you're on, okay? If you go into the QuickBooks app,
Leave that.
so yeah, come out of the Zoom.
Oh yeah, he's leaving the meeting. Can he rejoin the meeting?
He can rejoin us anytime. But it's just like today we'll do a fair bit, and then in the next few weeks,
can't
at least once a week, we'll check in with you for a short period of time to see how we'll be able to watch it behind the scenes here as well, like, you know.
I'm out. I'm on the main screen now. It says cancel join meeting. That's the screen I'm on.
Okay, and can you find the QuickBooks app that you downloaded? Just
Yeah.
and just go in there for a sec.
Yeah.
And just open up Kilmore Vet.
Sign in.
It said create account.
Sign in.
Sign in.
No, sign in yet, because
Yeah.
you have your account yet.
So put in my phone number.
You shouldn't have to put anything in. You should just sign in, I'd say.
Yeah, it should be your username, which is your email and password.
So I do need to sign in email.
Yeah.
So I've got the letters up in this one. The phone is that's it. unable to sign in. We can't find anyone with this number, phone
Hold on.
number.
Hold on a second now. Are you in the right? Dismiss that. Phone here. Phone number up there. Is it email or ID?
Sure. Email. I'll get the letters then.
Hold on.
Okay, and I'll just let you kind of.
K. MJ Holian, isn't it? MJ. Should HOLIAN. Oh gosh. MJ HOLIAN. MJ Holian.
Gmail.
That's
RPG.
Martin J. MARTIN. There it is.
So once you're gonna log into this, you stay logged in, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Home. You see, if you pressed home, it goes in. Password. Have you a password? Your Intuit password.
What password do we use?
Whichever one you've always been using, the one you set up your entry there.
I know my one is
No, I'm logging into your app here as well, Martin, myself. Yeah.
password.
Should I put in my own? I don't know. Yeah, put in.
Yeah, I've got Kilmore up here now. No, I'll be sending you a video about using this app. It'll be the 60-seconder and it'll be on a WhatsApp to you, Martin, if you look at my WhatsApp.
Yeah, I don't know my password here now.
Yeah, passwords. Ugh.
Now you would have.
Can I do this on my mobile? I know my password.
Yeah, you can do it on your mobile, yeah.
Yeah. So
And get Martin to reset his password and set it up after this then. Yeah.
see, I just click on sign in as EIL, QuickBooks, Face ID, yeah.
There'll be a place you can do there, Martin, forgot password or something, and it'll ask you to reset it up. But it's awful handy if you're out and about just for photographing receipts.
Look at Martin, I'm in here. Snap your first receipt. No, review 19 CO activity.
Yeah.
Send custom invoice. Okay, I'm in on the
Okay, and for the crack there, Eileen, send and there'll be invoice at the top left, probably a quick action.
yeah,
Just do an invoice to someone.
invoice number. Test.
Yeah, it'll the customer is what I'm looking for. Put in a customer name. Just make someone else. There's a another there. I see.
Customer.
And
Yeah.
it'll put its own invoice number on it. So don't worry about the invoice number unless you want to. So
Another.
yeah.
Yeah.
And just do a dummy invoice there, say for £1,000.
Let's see now. Another invoice number, date, terms, subtotal, add product. That's what it is.
Any product. Product in the bin.
Agrigel. Right, Agrigel, one of them at 4.87. Okay, standard code. Yeah. Taxes exclusive. Plus, what would you like to do? Create a tax rate for an agency? Oh, crikey, combine taxes, create a custom tax.
It's asking you to set a tax agency, is it?
Yeah, tax is exclusive. Second reduced, cancel.
Just go exclusive for now.
All right, hold on. Exclusive, where am I? Exempt, say exempt. Okay, exempt. Gosh,
And just save it, really.
how do I save it?
And down the bottom, yeah, add it.
Selects the tax code. Right. I'm not getting add at the bottom. I've got blank screen. Agrigel, add. Right, yes. Now, balance due for €4.88. You can add product or service. Message to customer. Message on statement.
Just say hello, something like that. Just type something there. Yeah.
I've saved it. Number exists. Please enter a different one. Different number. This invoice number already exists.
Did you type in a number above?
No. Enter.
Anyone? Okay, I have it set up that should just do its own number. Put in a number, whatever, number 1 or something.
Saving. Okay. When your customer pays, add information about their payment. So I've entered an invoice there for €4.88 to
€4.88, okay.
to A and other.
That sounds. Now I'm on your screen again now.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to look at recent invoices. There it is there now. That was it there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're, now I don't know, is it your normal practice, Martin, when you're out and about, but in other words, you can do an invoice yourself in the evening on the phone there, or on the computer, or out and about, or if you're away. And if you make any mistake, Eileen can fix it here back at base, and vice versa. You see that? So you're all working off the same thing, and I can see it here, of course. Okay. But now I know there was a little bit of setting up stuff there that you encountered, but we'll tidy that now in a second. The phone seemed to work fine, but we'll just see. But there it is, okay? And now that's only the basic details, how the invoice looks. And I might get you to put in a few bits, is this here. Okay, now I'm going to add in a few things here now for you.
Yeah.
There's your invoice. There's the AN other. It's whatever it was you were selling. We didn't fill in the subscription that time, but it's the 488. Okay.
Yeah, there'll probably be a batch number or an expiry date for some going in there, you know, things like.
Yeah, and you can always type that in as you go, whatever, you know, or to be delivered, or all those different type of things. Okay. Okay, so just while we're there, then I just wanted to show how the phone is really strong with the program. Okay. So just do it.
How the phone?
Well, you did that on the phone, didn't you?
Oh yes, I did. Yeah.
And I had it here with, you know,
within seconds
simultaneously. So if Martin's out and about and he wants to do anything, just work away at Martin and send us and everything like that. And it's not a case that you have to wait till you bring the phone back for us to fix it. Although you understand this, I just wanted to demonstrate it to you, you know. So and just while we're there on that sales invoice, I'm just going to go into it. Always good. What way do people pay you, Martin? Do they send checks or transfer money in? Or I mean, I saw
the last few days now, I'd have about 10 that paid me on through the bank, and then you know, sure fellows, 4 checks came this morning. The odd one will there's another one paying by credit card as well, and then you get the odd fellow to give a check on the day. So it's all kinds of everything. Anyways, I get it.
Well, the good thing here then is put in your bank details. Do you know them in your head, Eileen?
Yeah. You want the IBAN?
The IBAN, yeah. Would you type it in there? I'm on your screen here now.
So I just put capitals IBA in like that.
Yeah. And
maybe a semicolon. And I'd put them in lowercase. I always find because the I, you would know whether it's an ULSB and spaces 986340 is the sort code, and the account number is 10538253. That's it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to highlight that there for you.
Yeah.
And just make that really stand out.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be in the center. Okay. So right in to pay us. Bank details are okay. And that's Ulster Bank where?
Ulster Bank, Tuam, County Galway. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. So I'll just come back here to disconnect. You must be one of their last customers, Martin.
Yeah.
Okay. You must be one of the last customers. That's the bank that nearly failed out.
Too.
Message to customer. Call. Contact at any time for more products, something like that.
Sorry?
This is just a sample, just to show us what you can put a message in here.
Yeah, it could be your website, it could be your mobile, you know, but they're on there already. So I'm just going to make that. So we just go done a second. I'm clicking on preview there. Okay. Edit. The bank details are jumping out there now, and they'll always be on there. You see that?
That's where you want them at the bottom.
Are you okay with that, Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you have a logo?
Yeah, it's on this computer. It isn't it, Martin? It is, yeah.
Should be.
If you
Okay.
minimize the screen, hold on. Like, when I go there and show it to you, it's somewhere.
Yeah, if you go into accountant settings, if it's on that computer, you can probably go grab it. So click into that accountant settings for yourself.
Yeah, hold on a second now. Where do you put it in now? Logo.
Just straight where your cursor is. You click there.
There.
Yeah.
So I go out and copy it from the.
Is it a PDF or something?
It's there. So if I right click it.
No, leave it there for a minute.
All right, it's a JPEG file.
Yeah, and go back to where you were.
Yeah. There. Yeah.
Okay, and click on that word logo instead.
Yeah.
Okay, see the plus there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, oh yeah, is that it or is it different to that?
No, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Oh yeah, maybe we put it on already. So save. So okay,
Yeah.
that's down. That didn't seem to be jumping up earlier. Go done.
Save. Yeah.
You save and done. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And done down on the bottom right.
Done. Yeah.
So this is kind of, I really what I'm showing you here is kind of on the recording is how you can edit your own sales invoice if anything ever needs to be on it, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, and it's quick, and then we'll enter some bills. So if you click on the dashboard again, Isles, please.
Yeah.
Whenever you get lost here, where the heck am I? Come back out to here, and it'll mean more in a second. And we'll just look at that last sales invoice for a minute. So go click on the plus new there above, just above where you are.
New. Yeah.
Click on the word invoice. Okay, there's always 2 ways at least into everything there. So that's a blank one. And that little clock beside the word invoice on the left, if you click that, it'll show you the most recent transactions that we've entered. And one will be the A another guy. So if we click on the A another guy.
Yeah.
So say we wanted to edit this before we sent it out, and click print or preview down the bottom there.
Print or preview.
Right down the bottom.
Right here. Yes.
Yeah.
Print or preview.
So sees the logo coming up here, yeah. So keep it all, just bring it up to the top there. Okay, that's the bottom, straight to the top.
Logo isn't going.
No, it's not there yet. Okay, just click on close a moment. Sorry.
Close.
And so I'll just take it for half a second. Okay, I'll just see what's.
Content settings.
Sorry, that's so I click here. Form styles. Yeah. Okay, make logo, show logo, large. So there it is now. Okay, done. I'm going back to that invoice we set up.
What's the clock?
Yeah. And we left it a print or preview, and it will be up this time.
Yes, it
There
is.
it is. Okay. So that's very acceptable to send out to someone, you know.
Yeah, the post,
Air code.
that could be taken out of there.
The air code, could it? Okay.
Yeah, it's no addition there.
What's GW? Kilmore,
Oh,
Berger 2. I don't know what GW is there.
Go away. Let me just see where it's picking that up. Getting that up here. Yeah, it's picking up from this part. This is what came down from the one we migrated. Sorry, let's get rid of that thing.
Just doesn't look well there, and the postman knows.
I know, that's fine. We'll fix it up.
Go away. Mhm. You don't want the air code, no? No.
Okay, let's see. Let me get rid of that now. Zip code. Yeah, I can probably get rid of it on the actual invoice anyway. Let's still got GW. Oh,
Yeah.
where's that? Okay. Okay. Let me see. Change that here. Still looking for the zip code. Again. Let's see, can I save that? Okay. I'm gonna have to leave something there in this part. I might just see if I can change it on the actual invoice. Okay, I'll just see if I can change that on the actual invoice now. Yeah. Okay, I'm just yeah, I'll have to think about how I get the zip code off you there, Martin. It seems to want that. Okay, let's undo that a minute. Okay, I'll have to see about getting that off. All right. Okay. You don't want them to have that information. Okay. I'll probably put the words IRL in there for Ireland.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks a bit crowded with that.
Okay. I'll leave it there. Just leave it with me. When it's over, I won't delay any more on that one for the minute here. Anyway, that's the sales voice up. So I'm just going to hand back to you a second, Eileen. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to look at customers, the customers' details. You know, when I want to find a customer.
Okay. So see the word invoicing down the left-hand side. There'll be a couple of places, but we'll go to one of them.
Invoicing, yes.
Touch it. You see the word customers then? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a look in here. So they're all listed below. So if you were looking for someone that's in your head right now, just start typing it in there and search.
In search, in here, right.
Yeah.
Call out name, Ignatius.
John Hanlon, yeah.
Ignatius. Ignatius Nyland, Ignatius O'Brien, yes.
Okay, bring up one of those. Okay. Let's say you want to send him a statement. Or do you? Do you send statements?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand. Says Ignatius, he's a pretty recent guy. So you see up at the top where you got new transaction, just touch the little arrow to the right of it.
Where do you see new transaction now?
Top right.
Hold on now. See your picture's in the way.
Oh, is it? You can pull my picture out the way, I'd say. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hold on. New transaction, yeah. New invoice payment estimate, sales receipt, check, credit note, delayed charge. Or a statement. I see a statement.
Is there any place we can put in his email address there, Kevin?
There is, yeah.
That's
And
And
also,
important.
and also herd number. As important as email address is their herd number.
okay, well, you see the words edit beside the left of new transaction. Let's go in
Yeah.
there for a moment.
Edit. Yeah.
And email is top right.
Email, yes. So you put the email address in there.
Yeah.
And is there any? It's just the one email address.
Well, you can put in more than one. Do you happen to have theirs handy enough?
No, I
No.
don't. No.
No, I'll get them.
We get all the
Okay.
email addresses, but we need
So-
herd number in there. And I think Martin was also saying
Prescription.
prescription.
I need a herd number and probably prescription number. Have facilities there that we can put them in.
And it's a different prescription for every invoice, is it?
I thought that too, but Martin said no.
No, well, the new thing, the farmer will go to the vet and he's supposed to give him a prescription for his products, be that for a month or for 6 months or for a year. So there could be a number of products on that invoice,
On that
Okay.
prescription.
on the prescription.
Okay, well, we'll see now. We'll find a place to put that suits. Well, say the first two questions. If you want to put two emails, you put it, say it was me and you,
Yeah,
Eileen, right? And you put me in there, kevin@kevinbarry.ie.
yeah.
Then you go comma, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Eileen@hotmail.com, whatever.
Yeah. Comma.
And it'll send to the two of them. Just have the comma there, right? That's
It's sent to the two people. Yes, yes.
Yeah. And the mobile, you can see the mobile there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's handy for sending a bill on the WhatsApp, which we might get to. And sounds a bit advanced, but it's fierce handy for getting small money in, you know. So because they have to flip and look at it. Okay. So actually, if you want to put in an email, your own email there for a moment in Ignatius, Eileen, put in your own one there just for the crack. I see, Mark. Yeah.
I put in Martin.
Put in Martin. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and
Save it.
save it. I'm just going to think about where I'll put this. I heard this prescription number in a second.
Yeah. So now I can send an email.
Yeah, go up to the new transaction and we'll send a statement.
Hold on,
Do you want the statement on the invoice? Not the, sorry, you want the prescription on the invoice and the statement, or the statement?
We'll have to have it on the screen anyways, whether we have it on his.
Oh yeah, okay.
On the
All
screen, we'll need to have it stored at home, whether, I don't know whether it needs to be, I don't know the new regulations from June on. It may.
Okay, we'll test that now in a second. Print or preview?
On the product, on the invoice.
print or preview. I can preview it and I can email it.
Actually, okay, we'll have a look at this. Yeah.
So this is what it's looking like on the screen here so far.
Yeah, keep going down.
Statement number 1001, balance forward, 23rd of the 1st, 22.
Okay, now X that on the top right. There's your bank details again. Okay.
Yeah.
And just you see here on the left of the screen where it says start date and end date. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, just go back a couple of months there on the start date. Now, yeah, anywhere there is fine. So there's three types of statement, and the one you've got here, the balance forward, is the best one. And I'll show you why now. If you go print or preview again, it shows all the money in and out that these guys paid, and that's what they want to see, really.
Yeah.
The other ones can abbreviate and offset things, but the balance forward, the one you're on there is the right one. Just go up a small bit there. There's a little X thing on the right. Yeah, you see all that detail.
Yeah, that's what they want to see.
Yeah, I presume that's what they want to see, but it's normally what they want to know. And
I think
so
there's a payment. Obviously, that was a discount. Was it Martin there? €52. I don't know, or whatever.
Could be some returns.
Yeah, it could be some return. It says invoice and payments. Like on the 7th of January there, he is. Oh, it interest. The payment goes as individual invoices, does it?
Payment probably goes against the old estate. Does that end
now we didn't do that. Now that was migrated now.
Yeah, so there might be a few things that'll.
I'd say you got a lump in, and you probably allocate it against different invoices.
Get a whole load of invoices. Yeah.
A different way. I'll show you to do that, but yeah, that's what that's at. So that's your statement, and if you go up to X again, I need just X there on the right.
Yeah.
And just at the bottom right, go save and send. So it's going to go to Martin now.
So, yeah.
Your statement's attached. Please remit at the earliest convenience. Thanks to the business we love you and all that. Send that, and that'll come into Martin. And that's it. Like you can send this off to a load of them.
Yes.
is what you want to do.
And I
you do one-
take it you can do a batch to everybody that has email addresses, email them all off.
You can, yeah. So if you go into, just touch the word invoicing again, or
Invoice.
touch the word customers at the top there, customers above Ignatius' name.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you tick, say 3 of them down the left there, on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Let's just say people who owe money, this is it.
Yeah, well, even if they don't owe money, you might want to know that too,
Yeah.
And so Alan, say 2 or 3 of those lads.
Yeah.
Okay, and go up to the top again. Sorry, just bring the scroll that up to the top. On the
Scroll.
right. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
And go into batch actions there. You just see what's in here.
Batch actions.
It's at the top of those guys.
Oh, batch actions, I see you there, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can you see the word create statements?
Yes. Create statements has to be there somewhere.
It's on the left there. Keep going left. That's a different thing you brought up here.
All right. Create batch actions.
Yeah.
Create.
Click on create statements. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, see, it's going to list them all down with their email addresses.
All right. So
And you can send them all off at the one go.
Yeah.
And well, the thing is with the statements, you know yourself, once it's out there, even if it's wrong, they'll be ringing you.
Yeah.
And if it's right, they won't.
Right. Oh,
They'll be paying you. So, but like you can let them off at a flash. It's not going to take you the whole day, So
to get out of this, where am I in? Customers create statements. So to go back now to get out of this,
yeah, X on the top right.
on the top right it says X here.
Yeah.
It'll say, do you want to leave without saving? Yes.
Yeah. So a task for you to do after today is get the email addresses in.
Yeah.
And the phone numbers for these. That's the first thing. And let's just look about this prescription.
Before I go doing that, I'd want everybody to get their herd numbers, their email addresses, and their phones. If we could send them out, a little note. With the statement, or post everybody that we have and say we need your herd number, your email address, and your phone number to put it up on our system.
Exactly. And go back into Ignatius for a moment. We'll go into him.
Ignatius, let's see, customer, where do I find?
It's in the search places there. Search, yeah.
IG. Ignatius O'Brien, yeah.
So let's just see where we're going to put these things. So if you go into edit again.
Edit. And this
All right. So we want now, there's a few tabs there kind of in the middle of the screen. One is notes.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing where it would be handy. Something like an add a place here, but I think put it into notes there, say herd number and prescription number. So let's keep going down just there. So
herd number like that.
Yeah. Like this will remain confidentially on your system then.
Yeah, herd number. Let's just give them something like that, right? And then on the next line, you want me to put in
prescription number. So this it never goes out on an invoice, but you have it.
Okay.
Okay, just so you know that one.
Yeah. Never done fine.
And if you wanted to go out on the invoice, I'm just looking there. Just go into the address section there.
Would you not have those two things because they're so critical as we're from Merton?
Okay, copy them there. Just copy them, highlight them.
As a heading, like we have name, first name, last name.
Yeah.
Email, herd number, prescription number. No.
No,
No.
it's a thing we have to have, but I don't think they don't want. Some of them don't want to be part with that information.
Do not.
With a herd number. But
I'll give you a couple of options here, right? If you just highlight them and right click and copy them there, Eileen.
Yeah.
What you have there. So, okay, so let's just say you just highlight the lot and right click and hit the word copy. And tell me when you've that done.
How do I right click?
You put the cursor over the blue bit.
Right click. No, hold on. Selected. It's not a. How do I right click, Martin? No.
Right click there now.
I can't right click. See, there's no right click. It's just a panel. Like I haven't
let me go from here. Let me even go from here a second. I'll try.
Tried you. I haven't a mouse. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so I right clicked there. I have a mouse too, so you should be able to do it. Just practice it. Okay, so it's still gonna stay there, right? I'm just gonna save that bit. Okay. So let's just say it has to go out to this man. He wants to see it. So there it is. It's in your face there. You see that?
Yeah.
So at least you know you have it. You don't have to go wondering. You look at his name. He's got it there. Now.
You pasted it. You copied it in there. Is that it?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah. All I did was it went into the notes. I had you put it in there.
Yeah.
I clicked save, and it's there now.
So it wouldn't appear on his paperwork at all.
Yeah, that won't appear in his invoice now. If I go to invoice,
right,
that's not going to appear for him now.
And is that just for him now, or is that everybody's going to be like that?
No, that's just for him.
So in other words, every one of them, I have to put in the herd number and the thing in once
Yeah.
in their notes.
In their notes, yeah.
And
okay, but at least you have it. But say you want to put it on the invoice from, right? I'll just pick something randomly here. Okay. Just put it into here, message on invoice. Just put it there like that. That's if for some reason you have to put it on the invoice.
And that would be just for him.
Well, that'll be just for him, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's either just for him or just for you.
Yeah.
Are you okay? So message on invoice, he sees it. Okay. And otherwise, you put it into the notes. When you're going down to the customers, when you put it into notes, it'll appear here for you. But if I go to a different customer, Adrian Conlon, it won't appear for him. You see that there?
Yeah.
And you see add notes is actually a shortcut to it there, actually. And say we did want to have it there, it's in there for him. All right?
Yeah.
Are you okay? I mean, I think that's ideal. Are you okay with that, guys?
Yeah. Now the other thing we'll need up there in that area as well there that they see it is all credit cards now accepted.
Oh, on the invoice or the statement.
Highlighted pretty on this when we were notes, and it's a note statements.
Okay.
Fellas will use card.
Okay, the few places will do that now really fast. Let me see. Is he going to do it on this bit? No. I'm going to go into list custom form. So you can type that now yourself. So I'm going to bring you up here to form where we were. And that's going to put it. It's going to be down the bottom. Message to customer. Okay. Type that in there. You know, credit cards not accepted.
All credit cards now accepted. All AML, all major credit cards, all credit cards now accepted.
And if for some reason you change, you know, your way of getting paid, you can always just change these words.
Okay, so that's in all credit cards now accepted.
Okay, now I'm just going to highlight that and copy that, right? Just a few things, just so you know it can be done. And I'm going to go done down the bottom here. So we've done that bit. Let me just go back in there a moment again. You see where it says emails?
Yeah.
Okay. We appreciate it. Please find it. Feel free. Okay. I'm just going to write, type in there, Eileen. Bank details are on your invoice and statement. So then you don't have to be telling them this, you know.
Yeah.
How do I pay you? And I'm just going to hit down to the next line and I'm going to Control V, all credit cards. Is it now accepted or not accepted?
Or accepted?
All credit cards now accepted, yes.
Oh, they are accepted. Oh, I saw it.
Yeah.
Not before. Okay, well, that's fine. So that's done. Let me just go further down again. It's the invoice. Okay, let me just go up here. No, I don't need it on those. Okay, let's go back in there again. 1 second. Anything else I need to do help here? You never really send a reminder email, I find. Okay, that's all saved there. And customers, let's see these statements again. A few places of the statements. Well, on the invoice is fine, I suppose. We just get it into that.
Kilmore Agrivets, yeah, that's
Your statements.
to pay us.
I could put it down. We could put it down there as well. It's probably a good place for us now. I look at it again. And if they want to pay by credit card, what do they do? Phone up, Martin, is it?
You phone me, yeah?
Okay.
Or pay with it.
Probably a good place is down there where you put the bank details too. Just put it in there fast. Just phone. Or just changing the wording here, or to pay us.
Pay online or something like that. Let it pay.
Online. Yeah, good thing. Bank details are okay, so that's covered all the bases. Yeah, okay, great. Let's pick dashboard. So okay, so that's helping them get that in. So you're asking about the customers, so you have the herd number, the emails, the phone numbers, and the prescriptions. So that's a job, but it's only a once-off job and it's done.
So I'll be putting any herd numbers I have or I can get in there.
Yeah.
But I have to write in the word herd number, don't I? And prescription number, herd number, prescription number.
You do, but you could always copy them and just paste as they come in, you know?
Yeah.
Just save them somewhere around the desktop there.
Yeah.
So, that's that. So so the key things are, so just click here again in the bank.
Where's the bank?
Where you see the 707 to review.
707. Where do you see 7? Can you see 707 here?
Right of.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Yeah. And that's more than we have to review. It went back a year, but it's easy enough for me to get rid of it now. But yeah, you picked up on a good bit there. If you just click down, just move down the screen a bit there, I'll.
Yeah.
So yeah, what it's doing is it's looking to match up money coming in with invoices you've sent out and money going out with invoices you've received. A couple of small things. If some guy pays you for 2 invoices together, it may not realize it. So I look at the first guy there, Tommy Keegan or something.
Yeah, Keenan,
yeah. So he sent in 290. It's found 3 people who you've given bills for. So if you click on 3 matches found there, I see any of them the same one. But none of them are Tommy Keenan. Would that be right?
No. John Payne, no. Oliver Whelan,
none of them
no.
are.
Okay. So it might be that Tommy Keenan was paying you for 2 invoices. I'm not too sure. Or maybe it's not in here yet. So if it's not any of those 3, you don't click match anyway.
Yeah, probably not entered yet.
Yeah. But say it was 2 of them. Say Tommy Keenan had an invoice for 200 and for 90. Again, it might not find it. So what you do is you go find match and bring up his name, and you just tick off the invoices that was paid. Okay. So I'll show. So how you do that is see here, find other matches.
Yeah.
So if we click on that, and because it won't know who you're paying, and you see where it says search in the middle of the screen there, just type in Keenan or something up there Yeah, or his name. Okay, I didn't find him there anyway under that.
It's
Not
probably not
interest- not interest.
you know, up to that date. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, between that date. But you get the idea anyway. It's easy
Yeah.
enough. Check it out, you know. I mean, it's just, this is stuff you're probably doing anyway in the other system. I'm just showing you how to do it here, you know. So,
Yeah.
Okay, just X that one at the top right, Eileen, please.
Top right. Hold on.
That's the money coming in, and once you get going on this, you'll
Yeah.
learn more than me just yapping here, you know. And just scroll down the screen a small bit again.
So what does 707 mean? 707?
Yeah,
Yes.
it means the 707 items the bank have sent over, and this program just doesn't know what to do with them yet.
All right.
Now, some of them are before that 21st of January, and I'll get rid of them now in a second, but I just want to show a couple of things. Keep going there. I'm just looking for a bill, really, that I might have. It's all money coming in. It's matching. Keep going. Stop there, actually. Let me see here. All, you know, they're matching up fine. Yeah, just go down the next page then, click on 2, please. And
Just continues on down, does it? Or like
no, no, some of those you've got in there already because you've got reconciled. So let me just go up here a small bit. I want to whittle this down for you. You went to the 21st of January, was it?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. Let's go up here again. Okay, I'm going to click all these. Get rid of them. Now it's not deleting them. Okay, so I'll talk about what I'm doing here. Here's the 21st. We have all these in. I'm going to tick off. Now the fact these are matching, that's a match. I don't know, is that a match? Malachi. Yeah, I'll just exclude these anyway for now. So these are already in QuickBooks, so I'm just putting them kind of out of the way. But if I wanted them back, you see the word excluded here at the top?
Yeah, yeah.
They're all in here. So they're not actually in the accounts yet. And until we say that's where that goes, that's where that goes, it won't be in. So we just, I'll go down to the end now, the last. Okay, so I'll go back here. I'm just going to get these out of your way because they'll just get on your nerves. Okay. So I'll click those, exclude. All these. So these are already in your account, so we're not going to go through them again. And that 707 is going to come crashing down now. But if I don't exclude them like this, it'll keep downloading them from the bank because it's wondering what we're doing with them. So it's kind of a setup thing. So I'm sorry, it's getting rid of about 50 a time there now. August, okay, or line up. And what I want to do is get you to enter a bill that we see as paid, and I'll show you what it does. But yeah, I think you're getting the idea. It is looking to match up stuff, you know. And so these will mark stuff off as paid itself, both purchases and sales. Okay, and I'll leave those. There's one there on the 21st, which we probably already have in this guy. Do you have a bank statement today, Eileen?
No.
All right. So another thing for you to do, right? Now I'm recording this, so you'll be looking back.
Yeah.
When you match all these up, so
Yeah.
that money there is a transfer from somewhere. It thinks anyway. Let me see, 4,000 here.
12th of January. Right, let's see. Hold on a second. That's probably a load of people, you see. Martin, the 12th of January. Hold on.
I'll demonstrate something here for you.
Let's see. What date did you say? The 12th of January.
24th of January.
And 24th of January.
6595.
Yeah, Martin lodged, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 checks were in there.
All right. Okay.
And Yeah, I have matched them on my newer system. On my, sorry, in the old system. So it's a matter of picking out those 8 people.
Yeah, no, I'll show you how to handle those in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. Do you see this next guy here, 4,000?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to demonstrate something. That's Pat Murphy paying.
Yeah.
So now I'll just go back out to the dashboard again. I've taken control for a second. So that's 707 has come down to 48 now. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see there isn't that much of a difference between what QuickBooks thinks is in the bank and what is in the bank. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just go into the QuickBooks side of things. So just remember that 4,000 from Pat Murphy.
Yeah.
Which is down here on the 26th. Okay, so I'm going to go into this bank register. I go into a couple of places and just show you. So I'm now in Martin's accounts here, and here's money coming in, and there's no sign of that 4,000 because this only goes up to reconcile to the 21st. You see that there?
Yeah.
All right. And if I go into, I'm going to show you into reports. Okay, and I'll show you around. Don't worry, I'll show you what's around this. I'll go into his bank again. There's this 72,000.
Yeah.
Change that to the bank. And again, there's no sign of the 4,000 from Pat Murphy. If I go down here, 18th of February, still not there. So, oh, Jesus, I know he paid it, sure. Didn't I see it in the bank? But the thing is, this program's only learning about this. So this 48 review is it's in QuickBooks, but it's not in the accounts yet until we tell it that's okay. All right. Now we can automate it in time, but for the start, you have to keep an eye on it to program it. So I'm now going to click, or you'll click it there, click the match. So we say that 4,000, we're happy that came in from Murphy.
How do we know that he owed that? Like,
Well, see there on the left.
yeah.
If you click on the word match.
Match.
Match. Oh no, no, sorry, I hit the wrong one. I meant a different match where it said one match found. You you had already told it that Murphy had paid. Okay. So you see Barry Donnelly where it says one match found. You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Now click on the word one match found on the left.
On the left, one match found there.
Yeah, click on that. You see further down here, it's on payment 29404. If you click on that one, payment 29404. On the left hand side.
On the left hand side. Hold on a second. Payment.
Just keep going up.
Up 294.
Go to the left there. Go to the left and go down.
Payment. Yes.
Yeah. Click on that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's money that you recorded. Click on the word more down the middle of the screen.
The middle of the screen. Hold on a second.
At the bottom.
More. Yeah, yeah.
And go to audit history.
$1,770.
Yeah, this was entered by yourself already, actually.
The 24th of January. Yeah.
Yeah, that he paid that. Okay.
So that is done. That's gone and done.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And what QuickBooks is doing is that you entered this. Now the bank was never connected at that time. It sees the same money coming in from the same fella, and it says this is that same money, and that's what it's matching. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Like,
But if you hadn't put it in, it would have put it in itself now. Okay?
This is Martin's lodgement book, right?
Yeah.
He usually once a week, maybe twice a week, he might do a lodgement. He'd have 8, 10, could be 30 checks.
Okay.
That's the way I do the lodgements, is based on what he lodges. Like he could have some checks that the farmer said, don't lodge it for 2 weeks, you see.
Okay.
So they've paid us.
Yeah.
Not gone to the bank yet. So I have to.
Now I'm going to show you exactly what to do with that now, right?
Yeah.
So do you remember, click on dashboard there for me.
Dashboard.
Is Martin still there? Is he gone put his head in the
He's
oven?
gone to a phone. Into a phone call. Dashboard.
Now, do you remember on the right hand side, I said the bank accounts be there and there might be 1 or 2 other things.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm going to add a thing there now called money to be lodged. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because and the reason I'm putting it there is I want to kind of in your face that you're kind of aware of it, you know. So I'll do 2 things while I'm here. I'll just change AIB. I think for some reason I thought it was AIB at the start.
So did I. AIB is easier. Ulster.
Oh yeah, Ulster Bank. So that's that one.
Yeah.
Click new. Okay. And the next one is going to be money to be lodged. Okay, I'll put down cash and checks.
Yes. It doesn't have too much cash, very little cash, but mostly checks to be lodged.
Okay, well, we'll call it checks to be lodged, so. But you can put cash in there too if it lands in,
Yeah, yeah.
But effectively it's money we've got, but it's not hit the bank yet. So if I click back on the dashboard, there's a new, we'll call it bank account, money to be lodged, okay?
Yeah.
See checks to be lodged there, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know that 6595 we had a minute ago, it was 5 or 6 people?
Yes.
The
problem with those 5 or 6 people is that some of them may have been owed money and some more of them might have been new invoices.
Okay, would you have a handy one where there's 2 checks? Lodged.
7th of January, 12th of January is done. That's the 24th of January. What they should all be in there. If he lodged that on the 24th of January, in theory, all of those people should be there. Their checks should be there. Austin Greeley, Martin Grady, Kieran Burke.
Okay.
How would I find those people?
Yeah, you'd find them, they're probably in a further down place called undeposited funds. Let me just have a look. Yeah, here.
Let's see who's there. You've got 255.
So there's Pat Murphy's in there. 255 you mentioned, is it?
No, I didn't. Just, you know,
So there's these crowds. Tom Lennon, couple of checks. Jonathan Ryan.
I've got Tom Lennon down here further. 1540.
Oh, there's the 255, Dennis and Jonathan Fahey.
Let's see. Let's see. I call out. There's 4 together. 4 smaller ones. 4 checks lodged. Porrick Flynn 388. Can you see a Porrick Flynn 388 anywhere there?
What days roughly?
26th of January. Down a bit further. No, it'll be up. See, it may not be received off here.
Might not be received off here.
No.
You just see what's his name? Porrick Flynn.
Yeah, 388.
Okay, you just have a look at him now, Flynn. Porrick.
Yeah.
He only owes there 54.
He only owes us 54.
Yeah.
And he's
Even
paid.
that's paid, actually. He owes us nothing, actually, that man. Those are paid, it just wasn't put again, it was credit notes.
Yeah, so obviously the 388 that he paid was for stuff he got there and then.
Okay, yeah.
Tom, did you say Tom Lennon he paid?
I did, yeah.
Would I be better off going back? Basically, I sent this to you on the 1st of February. And anything I've put in since then or done since then.
Put it in here, right? So this is what you do, Eileen, right?
Yeah.
If someone's got their invoice, I suppose go back to the 1st of February and enter in the sales invoices.
I have to go back, yeah. I have to find out where's the last thing I put in. So what was the last sales invoice that went in there?
Okay, that would be, just make absolutely sure. And it'll auto set up the sales invoice for you, by the way. I've set that.
Yeah.
You just click here. Oh, now the only thing is we're changing all these. There's 800 bloody accounts, you know, we're changing. We're still not through it. We've done 300, but I won't put you at them yet. The last one.
2.
I'm not actually sure which is the last one. Let me just see. Reports.
Sean Carey. I see
All
that.
sales.
Jonathan Ryan. Go back again there.
No, I have it here now. The 26th of January was the last one. Pat Murphy. 29376.
29376.
Sorry. It was Sean Carey, 26th of January. 13772.
Yeah, that was the very last invoice to put in. And that one was dated the 26th of January.
Yeah.
And then the next person that I put in an invoice for was a man by the name of Patrick Fitzgerald. And it was dated the 31st of January, 22.
Okay. Well, if you could enter those in
I have about 50, I'd say here, that
Mhm.
has to go in.
Okay.
And
And
some of them have paid and some of them have not paid since. So I have to go back and start from here
yeah,
and
and
get
into
up
the
here.
bin. But it's not, you will, it won't be any, it certainly won't be any, it'll be quicker than you think. So
Yeah.
how you do that, right? If you grab your mouse there, is go plus and new.
Yeah.
Now you
And-
could do this on your phone as well, funny enough.
And- When I'm putting in an invoice, right? And
Yeah.
for Patrick Fitzgerald, right?
Yeah,
Customer PATRICK FI Fitzgerald.
there he is.
Let me see, Lackabeg Pete as well. Let's see if that's him. Yeah. So now I've no email for him. And the date of the invoice was the 31st of January. Okay.
Yeah.
And service date, I don't know what that means.
Don't mind the service date. I'm gonna get rid of that.
Product is pre-Caver minerals, 3 bags, 25 kg. Those are the phosphate ones, I'd say. Is it?
Yeah.
30 euro each. So he has 3 of them. And the total that Merton charged him was 90 euro. And I don't know if there's VAT on that. No. Okay, so that's the first line. Second line is Tramadol, TRAMAZ, Tramadol 1 litre. And there's a batch number on this, BNK014, expiry EXP 042024, I think, Martin, is it?
Yeah.
2024. So,
That's 3 yeah.
oh yeah, 2024. And there's one of them, and he charged him 25 euro, right? So I changed the amount, and there is VAT on this.
No VAT.
Oh, no VAT on Tramadol.
No.
And then the next thing is bio powder. BIO, bio powder, 20 kg. Okay. No batch number, one of them, and 40 euro, but there is VAT on it.
And what rate?
23%.
Okay, just click on that in a second.
Yeah.
And just, okay, now I'm gonna get, you're used to using a particular VAT and I haven't got rid of it yet.
Yeah.
The one you use is standard 23%. The one I want,
Yeah.
okay, the one I want you to use is
Yeah.
the standard.
Well, there's 2 standards on the screen there now. There's a,
Let me just see what my one is. It's not for resale. Okay, standard. That's the one you use. I'm just going to double check that. Okay, yeah, that's the one you use, standard.
just
Okay.
standard on its own.
Now I'm going to make an active your other one.
Yeah.
Because this is why we're on the Irish QuickBooks. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Is that it, or is there more?
Yeah. Now somewhere on this, you see, Martin has sold this, and the man has got a docket, and at the top there's a docket number. You see there, 20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And at the bottom, I handwrite in red. Every invoice goes in and it gets a reference, an invoice number, but that may not be the case from now on. I used to handwrite at the bottom of every invoice my posting, my reference number. I used to
Now,
handwrite.
are you going to continue with that way, Martin, of handwriting them and handing guys stuff?
We need the reference number.
We don't need the reference number, but he probably will keep handwriting for a while. But eventually,
Yeah.
I'd say he'll phase it out.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Okay, because you can't go both ways. I can set it up that this will do an invoice number for you. If you go print or preview there, Eileen, on this for a second, go save. Is that invoice finished?
Include smaller invoices.
Is this invoice finished? The total amount should be 155. Why is it coming in as 164.20?
Now that 40 quid you charge, does that include VAT or not?
Yeah, include. That
Okay,
includes.
see where it says amounts are exclusive of tax at the top right there, or middle
Yeah.
right. Change that to inclusive of tax.
Yeah.
And change that back to 40 quid there. Yeah. Now you'll come to your 155.
155, yeah.
Yeah. And it'll work out the VAT for you further down. If you go down the screen a bit.
Yeah, €7.48. There's only VAT on the last item. Yeah.
And just go print or preview. Go sit, yeah. Print
Print
or
or
preview will save it. And
Yeah, printer preview. Okay.
and if you go a little bit further down,
It's putting his name 3 times on the invoice. Why?
we'll have a look at that. It's got to do with the setup of what it picked up on the migration. We'll take a look and we'll fix
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
All credit cards now accepted.
Keep going. Okay, and there's the other message.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do we need all credit cards twice on this invoice? See, it's here.
We don't. I suppose I can take it off on that one.
There,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it off in a minute. Yeah. So that's grand. So X that there on top right.
Now I'm just looking here. All credit cards now accepted. I wonder.
Is there any need for just phone or pay online?
I don't
think so.
I don't think there is.
Keep it simple.
I think just check out just phone or to pay us online. Just take out those words altogether. All
Okay.
credit cards now accepted. Bank details are,
Yeah, fair enough. We'll do that now. I'll get you to do that now in a second, actually.
So
You X that there. Just
X.
exit
yeah,
and just go save down the bottom here, just to be on the safe side.
save.
Yeah.
Invoice.
Now, couple of things. We'll take out those things you just mentioned, okay? But once you have a sales invoice in, we now can put money against it, okay? And it'll be the same with your purchases. When you've got a purchase bill in, you now can put money against it. Otherwise, do you remember this money in the waiting room? It doesn't know what it's looking for. If there's no bill in there, it can't
Yeah.
find it to pay it.
Yeah.
And if there's a sale in there. So Patrick Fitzgerald is in here and he's paid you by check, was it? I think you mentioned earlier.
Did he?
Would we check? Let's see. I would say, or was it?
Well, now hold on a second.
It's generally checked.
Patrick Fitzgerald. I don't see his check. It may have come in since.
Maybe it was a card. I don't
It was
know.
one of them.
I off the top of my head, I don't.
Oh, maybe he didn't pay me at all.
Maybe he didn't pay, you see.
at all, you're right.
Basically, I put in the invoices, and if it's paid on it, I'm going to pay it straight away.
Okay.
This has no word
Yeah,
paid
it's not
on
paid,
it.
it's not paid.
And it may be the case that Martin goes out and sells them this, and you man will pay him another check for everything, you see.
Yeah.
So
So when that guy pays a check, right?
yeah,
Just go save and close for this man.
save and send.
Save and close. Or
Just
if you see the small little arrow beside save and send. If you
yeah,
just click on that little arrow.
save and close. Yeah.
So the couple of little things you want to do with this man, Patrick. Let's just say the check lands in. All right.
Yeah.
So up there at the top left where it says plus new, go click on that a minute.
Plus new. Yeah.
And I'm just going to talk about this area now because I haven't got to it yet. So you'll find yourself in here a bit, okay? So you can do a sales invoice here as well. You see there on the top left, same thing.
Yeah.
And then when the person pays you, you'll receive payment, okay? So click on that one
Yeah.
and put in Pat Fitzgerald, put his name there.
Gerald. Yeah.
So let's just say he gives us a check. So there's something a euro coming forward. And now do you see there in the middle of the screen where it says deposit to?
Yes.
Now if he gives us a check, we have it there in the office, right? You change that deposit to, just click on it.
Check
Check to be lodged.
Yeah.
All right. And we'll just play around with this. Let's pretend he gives us 155. Okay, just go check, just click on that.
Yeah.
The check is there, and we'll say the whole lot is here. We'll delete it straight afterwards. So put 156 at the top there, Eileen. Like
156, just to clear out that old.
yeah.
Let's delete, get rid of that. Okay, 156. Well, now that payment is one there against that, so it's 155 I want, isn't it?
Yeah, it's filled in there now. Look, see. And just go save and close here.
Save and close, yeah.
Okay, now we'll delete this straight after, but I just want to show it to you. Now click on the dashboard for me.
On the dashboard, yeah.
That brings you back to where you get really used to this area. And in the checks to be lodged is 156 there. You see that?
Yeah.
Now let's just say Martin picks up the check as I'm going to the bank. All right.
Mhm.
And I'm going to lodge this. So you're expecting it now. And click on now. There's two things to be aware of. There's a thing called transfer, and transfer moves money from checks to be lodged into the bank. It moves what's on your screen from one to the other. Okay.
Yeah.
And a bank deposit then is really for money coming in from the outside. It's money that you sold a car or you borrowed money or something like that. But if you go to Plus New,
So bank deposit is money coming in from outside.
yeah, well, it's really easy to do this transfer. So the transfer is moving money from your checks to be lodged. In other words, you're lodging money. You have it there. You know you have it.
Yeah. So what did you say? Go to what?
Plus and New again.
Plus new. Yeah.
So I'm just going to talk about this area a little bit for 30 seconds. So for doing your sales and receiving money and doing credit notes on the left-hand column, the other stuff you don't really need, okay? Like it looks like there's a good bit in here, but you don't use most of it, okay? And then for entering a bill and paying bills and doing direct debits and stuff is in under suppliers, okay?
Yeah.
You won't need the third one, employees at all.
No.
And you see transfer there now.
Yeah.
Click on transfer. And if you read the screen, so on the left-hand side, it says we're transferring funds from. Now you tick that and click on checks to be lodged.
Yeah.
It brings up the 156 because Martin's got out the door with the check.
Yeah.
And you put that into the bank there, 156.
Into account 1000. Yeah.
And put in the transfer amount, 156.
Now, supposing he has 10 checks gone out the door, I can add them all and it'll top them all up for me. Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll all have piled up in checks to be lodged anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll know you have 10,000 worth of checks. He goes off with a lot of them. And then
So he's gone with all the checks, and it's in
Yeah.
this case it's just whatever 156, and
Yeah. Save and close.
but the date is 31st of January. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter in this case, yeah.
Save and close. Save and close. Save and close. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check
So
to be lodged down to 0. The
Yeah.
bank balance has gone up a bit. Okay, and if you click into that bank balance in QuickBooks, click into that 76 there. Okay, and just go down the screen. Go to bank register there. Get into the accounts then.
Hold on, bank register.
It's at the bottom right of your screen there.
Go to bank register. Yeah.
And just
I see it there. Checks to be
oh,
lodged.
there it is, yeah. So there it is, And you see checks to be lodged. So that's deposited in here. Where did it come from? And you can see there it came from the checks to be lodged account. And if
Yeah.
you wonder where that money came from, you just click into the checks to be lodged account and you can see Pat Fitzgerald paid you a check.
Yeah.
Like there'd be a good bit of money in there from different fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Pat Fitzgerald has paid me.
I don't think so.
I don't
Yeah.
think-
So delete this for now. Delete this while we're in it. In your mind.
So just delete that 156.
Yeah. Delete that
Yeah.
there.
You sure you want to delete this transaction? Yes.
Because it didn't, we aren't sure if it happened yet. And
Yeah.
just click on the dashboard again.
So it's here.
Yeah. And go into the checks to be lodged and delete that as well now.
And so to delete that, select it and delete. Yes.
And then click on plus an invoice. Oh no, the invoice did happen. Yeah, that's fine. So we can leave the invoice in it.
Yeah.
So while we're here, we'll have a look at his name. So go into expenses. So, go into invoicing and customers again. A few things came up there that we're kind of working on, and put in Pat Fitzgerald here for a minute.
Let's see, search Patrick Fitzgerald.
Yeah, because most stuff I'm doing, you're just strengthening the program you already have,
Patrick Fitzgerald, yeah.
Yeah, so click on that minute. I should never look at one thing. And so we know we don't have his.
I haven't, yeah, I can't confirm yet.
So just go up to edit there at the top again. Just move up a small bit. Click on edit just in case I want to fix something for you.
Where is the word edit? There, yeah, you see.
By new transaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just underneath your picture, you see.
Yeah, and so you asked me how come his name is coming up 3 times.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So the reason it is, okay, he's a one-man band.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's in under first name, last name, company, And where it says address, his name is in there again. Okay, you see that?
Yes, yeah.
So delete his name under billing address. It's just the address we want in the address area.
Ooh, what should I do?
Okay, just right click and undo.
I can't right click on this bloody keyboard. How do I?
Here, I'll see if I can do it.
For some reason, I can't undo. I can't right click. Might get a mouse for this.
I'm doing it here for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a mouse for this keyboard, I think.
Have you not got a mouse there now?
Not on this one. No, it's a pad at the front.
Oh,
And this one here, there used to be a mouse. There's a button at the front you can click, but I have no button to click.
Okay.
So
that should do it now. Save.
display name as Patrick Fitzgerald.
I'm just going to click on his invoice now and see does it come up right. It's just what was on the other thing. His name is. Oh yeah, this one was done. Any new bill, it'll come up right. That's what's going to happen there.
All right.
It won't fix the old one has been saved, so I'm not going to interfere with that.
Peterswell Court, Ireland. I'll have to check all these addresses. Yeah, a lot of these addresses I know or Martin knows, but so I need to.
Yeah.
Peterswell Court, Galway.
Yeah, that's sticking there by the way for some reason. Let me just. Just have another look at it. Print. Okay, it's coming up right. Yeah, it was sticking on the screen, but you see there, it's come up properly.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the stuff that's, I mean, these little things are just things picked up from the other file.
Yeah, yeah. We'd have to. I'd have to just go as I go through it, look at people's names and addresses, and.
But it's not a big deal, and you see there it says add notes. You'll be putting herd number, prescription number in there.
So I can put it in there, and besides, yeah.
Yeah, as you go, and the email will be important all the time, you know. So I'm not sure why that's just something that I've set it there, but every time you do those, it's just the one time you will be doing them. You won't be doing it for the rest of your life, you know. So,
yeah.
Okay, so it's just making the whole thing better, makes the business more valuable and all that. Okay, so then we've covered the sales, we've covered the bank account stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to put a note here for myself that the first invoice I did on the new system on this is Patrick Fitzgerald. Well, he's actually invoice number 2 because number 1 was just a test.
Yeah.
Another.
And so delete and you might delete number 1. I've left it there for you to have a look at it. And let me just do one other thing here.
Now I have the next fellow, Anthony Potter, and he paid by card.
And where does his money go when he goes by card?
You actually take the card. I get paid over Saturday. Card failed.
Sorry, say that again, sorry, Kevin.
He pays by card. Tell me what happens.
The machine didn't work.
The card machine didn't work.
I'm calling him on Saturday.
See, I want to go along as we put them in before, so that there is some. I have about 7 or 8, maybe 10 to go before I get to somebody who's paid me on the day.
Okay. And these ones that pay you by card, Martin, tell me how it happens. What actually happens?
On farm, he'll give me his card and I take the whole amount. And then World pay me a few days later. It's World Pay I'm with at the moment.
Okay. And if you've got 100, if it's 100 quid of a bill and you take 100 quid off it, do World Pay give you 100 or do they take some money out of that?
Give the 100 and then they charge so much every month.
They send them in a bin every month. At once,
at the end of the month, percentage.
Okay, so I'm going to add another thing in here now, Eileen, right? Which is the World Pay account. So do you remember when we had received payment checks to be lodged?
Yeah.
There'll be another one there now, World Pay. Okay, so if someone pays Martin by credit card, you just lodge it into World Pay, and then when the money lands in his account, do a transfer over. Is that too much admin for you?
No. That's the way I do it.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
It's just you're keeping track that has all the money that he's got by card made its way into the bank, you know?
Or you could even call it credit card instead of World Pay, credit card.
I call it credit card. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a handy thing just in case the old credit card doesn't come through. You all know about it, but then you kind of forget about it some way, or you get distracted, you know? The credit card. Okay, and it's the same thing. If they pay you like it hasn't landed in the bank yet. I know it'll be a few days later, but you have the money in. Statement will say 0, and a few days later, it'll land in here. And when it does that, let me just have a look at your. I'm just gonna have a look at this waiting room a second because there's programming. Once we see what's going on, you see, we can. This is where our programming happens. Is there any of this WorldPay money here, Martin, on the screen? Oh, there's one, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The machine, I €2, is it?
Yeah.
€2, yeah.
Yeah, I had trouble with my machine past a while there. I was trying to payment there one night. So that one actually went through.
Okay. And that's got nothing to do with France Assigns, is it?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm just going to record this as a transfer from the WorldPay account, from the credit card account. Okay. I'm just going to highlight that. So I'm going to tell it every time it sees WorldPay that this is someone who's paid you by credit card, and money in all bank accounts. And what this is telling you, if money is landing in from WorldPay, someone has paid, obviously, the credit card to Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just look here. Account credit card. I was going to put any WorldPays are in that list there. It'll move them all now out of that WorldPay account. You see?
You see, I will see that when Martin, I see his credit card receipts here.
Yeah, you do.
Martin usually does a receipt when he sells something and somebody pays him. He does a receipt, and I go in and take it off. I don't wait for it to hit the bank. I don't see the bank until a week or two later. You see.
Well, when you're doing it now, right? When you're going from the 26th up to now, there's 3,437 worth of business that's come in from his credit card.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I don't know who it is yet, but when you're putting in the sales and then you're putting in who's paid him on those credit card receipts, you'll start bringing down that difference. Okay, that difference is money we've got.
Yeah.
I just don't know myself who gave it to us.
Yeah.
You see it there. Okay. So when there's 255 now. Is that from your man we just had a minute ago?
255.
Actually, Potter, no.
Hold on a second.
No, Potter is 490.
What date was that came in?
14th of February.
Michael Rosen. No, that was the 9th of February. Michael Rosenthing. I think paid to Rosengrave. Yeah.
Michael Rosen. And
Michael Rosen. Rosein Grave is his name. Michael Rosengrave.
he and you guy on. Did he get his invoice this week? Yeah.
That's Michal, Michel. You know the way.
No,
Do you see him at the very bottom?
You just see when his sale happened. Okay, his sale isn't in here yet.
No.
So when you put in his sale, you'll do a received payment to WorldPay, okay, to the credit card.
Sorry, I'll do a receipt as well, will I? Sorry, did you say that?
Oh yeah, no, a receive. So put in the sales invoice first, and then put down that he's paid us.
I don't know what is here somewhere.
It makes sense when you're doing it, Eileen. Like it's what actually happened.
Yeah.
Like Martin gave him a bill, and then your man paid him by credit card. That's actually what happened. So we're just following that.
Yeah, I have him here now. I can do his invoice and his payment while we talk. It's
Okay,
out
go.
of sequence, but I'll do it if you want. So
Yeah, do yeah.
new invoice, customer name Michel.
And again, these can be done on the phone as well, you know? So if you're snowed in or something, Eileen, and you can't get in there, you can get onto this QuickBooks from your house.
Yeah.
On your own computer, or you can do most of this on the phone if you have the information available to you. Yeah.
Now the billing address is coming up here with three.
Yeah, well, you'll have to fix that as you go. It's just the way that they were in on the other one.
So will I delete it here now?
Delete it there now. But you'll have to go into the edit customer. But do that when you're doing the prescriptions. Just keep an eye on that. You know, do it the one time. Be easier, or as you're going along. Yeah.
And the invoice date was the 9th of February. Okay, nothing else to put in there of that number. Okay, so it's you and Lamb Licks in here. You. No. No, it's product or service. You and lamb, lifeline buckets.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, lifeline buckets. 18 kg, no description, no thing. How many of them? 8 or 9?
9.
9.
And see on the top right there, inclusive of that. If those 40 quids or whatever are inclusive, just change that. It's probably handier for you there. Yeah.
Yeah, inclusive of tax. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 225 is the amount he charged them. 225. And then the next line is infrared bulb holder, infrared. INFRA RED.
And holder.
I have a feeling that Martin. No, that this one is a new stock item. It came in fairly lately. It's an infrared bulb.
Okay. Type it in there, we'll see how we get on. Yeah.
It's an infrared bulb and a holder. And I know I entered them separately, but would you ever sell the bulb on its own? No.
No.
So I'm going to have to add a new stock item.
2.
I know the invoice, I've put it in. Okay, so let's move our picture out of the way when we get this stock item in. Oosh. Right, infrared bulb and holder. What is SKU?
Don't mind that. That's for scanning systems.
Category.
Don't mind that bit. Yeah, I'm not too sure here. But put in the description first.
I just have infrared bulb and holder.
Yeah, put that in for now.
And holder.
Still got to review your stock set up fully. So
sales price rate. He's selling it here for €30.
Okay.
And
that click inclusive of tax further down.
And inclusive of tax. Income account services, yeah?
No, there's a different one there. Just go up a small bit. Sales of product. That one there, just above it.
Which is sales of product income.
Yeah.
Sales of product, yeah. And tax.
Is it 23?
Standard 23, the first one there.
Yes.
Yeah. Save and close.
That's it.
Okay. Infrared bulb and holder, €30. So the total amount is €255. And Michael Rosengrave paid by card.
Okay, so just go save for a minute.
Yeah.
Rather than going to receive payment, which is where we would normally go.
Yeah.
See, receive payment is under the 255 now. See the two up the top.
Payment, yes.
Click there, and this brings you kind of a shortcut into the same place.
Yeah.
And so Michael Rosengrave is going to pay us 255. It's all clicked, just the whole thing. But you see where it says deposit to? Change that to credit card.
Email deposit to checks to be lodged. Credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know he's paid. You haven't actually seen the cash yet, but it's in the credit card account. And go
Save.
save and close here.
Yeah.
Okay, now our dashboard. So our credit card is there. Now click into that credit card amount of 3182 there on the bottom, in the middle right. Yeah. So this is what we have. And you can see the 255 he paid, the WellPay got, and they transferred it to us 5 days later.
Yeah.
You see that? So it allows you to keep track of all these. So say some guy's credit card got stopped or something after that, or reported stolen. He might have paid you, but you never saw the money. You'll pick it up on this.
Okay.
And that's number 3 there.
Yeah.
So I've that one done. I don't have to do anything else there now to match those up.
No, that's all done. Yeah.
So on the dashboard, if I go back to the dashboard, the credit card will have gone down, won't it?
Yeah.
The credit card has gone down to 3182.
Yeah. So if ever you want to catch up what's going on, just click in there and just have a look. The people who've paid you will be in there. It's only a matter of has their money come in from WorldPay or not.
Yeah.
So when you're entering the other sales, you'll get that 560, you'll get that 230, and so on. Yeah.
Let's see now, who paid you 1770? There's a 1770 in World Pay dated 26th January. BDA paid you, Martin,
Yeah,
on the
Barry
24th of
Donnelly.
January. Barry Donnelly. That's who paid that 1770 on the 26th of January. So if I go back and look at dashboard, Barry Donnelly
BTS company.
company, wait, let's see, I want to get my customer. See, what does he owe, Barry Donnelly?
Yeah.
BDA is the
Yeah.
company name. Search.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's nothing. Just click into him. Have a look at what happened with him.
Maybe I have the receipt entered. It's
You
entered.
have, yeah.
Yeah. So I have it entered.
Yeah, but hang on 1 second now.
Yeah.
Just click on the screen to get rid of that blue stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if you click on that 24th of January payment.
The payment, the top line, yeah.
Yeah, click in there.
Hold on, I just have to move us out of the way. Click in the payment itself.
Yeah. Now we put that into undeposited funds, which is fine, but it's not that visible. Change that to the credit card now. Okay, very good. And go save and close.
It's linked to others. Are you sure you want to modify it? Yes.
Yeah, fine. And go back to your dashboard again.
Let's see, what is there?
So the difference of the credit card has come down now again. Click into that 1412. And move further down the screen.
Yes.
So you can see Donnelly paid into the credit card, and then we got the money a couple of days later.
And 620 was from Declan Byrne. So we'll go back out to dashboard and we'll look for Declan Byrne. Customer, what does it say? Dashboard, invoicing, customer. GEC, LIN, Declan Byrne.
He's there, right? He's down a few. Yeah. So he still owes you on this, the 620. You see that?
Yes.
So which ones were the 624? It was those two at the top.
Yeah.
So just go, you see it says receive payment there on the right. But remember I said there's two ways at least into everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could go plus new and receive payment, or you go, you're here now, you go in there and get it. So just click receive payment.
He paid the whole lot, right? Receive payment. Hold on.
No, click on the words receive payment, not the arrow. Yeah.
Sorry, say this here. Click on the
no, left of it. The words receive payment. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of picking on one or two. Just scroll down the screen again. Unclick, you see on the left hand side there, unclick that 60 on the top one and click the one beneath it. Okay, and click the 50 there. Maybe that was the one above it. Yeah, maybe it was the whole lot. Oh yeah, it was the whole lot. Yeah.
Whole lot, yeah.
So he paid all those. Yeah.
He paid.
What date was it that he paid you?
The 27th of January.
Okay, so
And it's going into the credit card.
Yeah.
And save and close.
That's it. So he owes you nothing there, and go back to your dashboard and have a look at that credit card again.
It's down to 792.
Yeah, and if you click in there and have a look, you can see it's all beginning to make huge sense now. Just go down a little bit there.
It was the 490 that we got from Anthony Potter. Oh, did we? That bounced.
Didn't go through at all.
Didn't
That's
go
where
through.
you're going to find it now. It's not there. 180.
It's not there. No. So there's a 230 from a fellow called Porrick Quirk on the 31st of January, but it may not be there.
No, it's there, yeah. The 230 is there.
Well, will we look and see if he owes us anything? So
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Porrick Quirk. If I go into invoicing, customer, I don't think it's entered.
Yeah, it might be in that period you've got to enter in the 50 sales.
Porrick Quirk. Yeah, there's no invoice there. So I have to literally go through all these invoices and get them all in.
So I think, like, you've got a good bit to do there now, right?
Yeah.
But it's all, I mean, this is what you're paying me for, all right? So we've showed you what you got to do.
Yeah.
And you see Porrick Quirk as well. You see the way his name is in there 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think in order of sequence, if you could email everybody, give us your herd number, your prescription number, your mobile, and your email, whatever. Okay, and have them coming into you, Eileen, right? Okay, so when you're on these guys, you know, if you happen to have that information, you can do it at the same time. If you don't, you'd have to go back and click it, but it's not that big a problem. But it's all leading towards a very strong database. And if Martin is inspected, he's got all this information, you know.
So Porrick Quirk. So if I go into his thing here, his customer, where is his address?
Yeah, you have to click edit for the address on the right.
On the
So
right.
for all customers, when you click in here, that this is recorded. So like I recommend you look at this. When this ends, it'll email me in an hour or two, the recording. I'll put it on YouTube, email it back to you. And just speed up and go back to the bits you need to look at again, you know, because you will get confused when the computer goes off.
Yeah.
You say, Jesus, where was I again, you know?
Well, his name is Porrick Quirk. His company is Porrick Quirk. The display name is Porrick Quirk. And the address is Porrick Quirk. So which one do I need to take out as mentioned?
Okay, well, the address is only ever the address. So he has to come out of the address.
Billing.
Okay. Yeah. So he always comes out of there. And if he's not a company, he comes out of company.
He's not a company, no.
Yeah. If he is a company, he goes in there, but he doesn't go above his first name and last name.
So really, when I'm inputting all these invoices, as I input them, I have to check every address.
Just have a look, yeah. And if you have those prescriptions and all that, put that in as well. But then it's done, like, you know. And next time, then, where you'll find it very easy then is when you're sending out statements. You'll have their name, address, emails, and you go straight out to them, and the bank details are there, and they can pay by credit card if they want.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So save that item, by the way, while you're there now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I think, you know, you've enough done there. You've enough to be doing, right?
What to be doing, yeah. I won't do any
So if you could go at that
Yeah.
and book in with me for next week, we'll look at the purchases then, okay?
Well, I'd probably have a lot of problems and things for you to sort out before we go in near the purchases. Yeah.
Well, not problems, but they're, you know, the database
Yeah.
on the other one is out of date, and you're fixing that up here as you go, and it won't take, it won't knock much out of you, believe me. Yeah. Like you probably have email addresses already there, Martin, I did for most of these.
Here of them, I need to get everything. I'm going to
Yeah.
stick my head in that.
I think we should mail shot everybody. You know, you did statements last week.
The ones in the back to you, I think.
Were they not?
It's the herd number is a personal thing, you know, that some of them aren't going to be part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just see on that app a second, Martin. Now so a few things you have to do, Eileen, right, is get Martin into that app. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send you a thing here, Martin, right? A video. Now, I'll do it tonight, but you might not see it till tomorrow, okay? But you'll be able to enter in some of this information. If you're out and about, run into these guys and they have it on them. I'll show you how to enter in their email addresses, phone number, prescription number, and herd number, if they happen to have it with them and you're doing business there and then, like, you know. Like, do you go to the marts and run into these guys anyway? No?
Sorry?
Do you run in, I mean, when you're out and about, if you don't happen, you can always check on the phone if you have this information.
Okay.
Okay, Eileen is going to get you into that app when we come off this, okay? And it should always be open. But at least if you're out and about, you can actually enter this in. If some guy phones you at night and you write it down, you can actually enter it in on the phone, all right?
Yeah, ideally, next week, I'd like to have everything up to date. To bring us up to where, you know, for the 3 weeks in February that I've done so far, so that I'm up to date. I did statements last Thursday.
Okay.
And I think since then. No. So if I were to look at some at customer statements for last Thursday and compare like with like, our balances should agree.
They should, yeah.
So it's not, I haven't a huge amount, but I have a bit to do before I can go on to the real stuff, the new stuff.
Yeah, but some of it is kind of tidy up stuff, right? So
No, yeah, it is. Yeah.
yeah, the email address is heard number. That's, we don't want to forget about that. So as you say, do a big mail shot now, you'll get in some of them.
Yeah.
And then if a few more of them, if they ring and you happen to be getting money off them or credit cards, get the same stuff off them as well. If they say they've given it to you, that's fine. If they haven't, either write it down and enter it in, or if it's handy for you, put it into the computer at the time, because then when you look at it on the screen, you have it's either there or not there, If it's not there, you don't have it. That's, you don't have to wonder about it. That's that. Now the purchases, once you do this, when we get on to the purchases, it'll be really easy for you, because nearly all the same activities come up again. About if the bill is in there, the bank will match it. If it's a big amount that doesn't match a bill, we look and see have we got all the bills. Is the VAT claim? It's the same thing, but in reverse. Instead of us getting money in and matching it, it's money going out and matching it. That's all it is. Okay. Just a handy one too, Eileen, while I have you. That's the bank reconciliation, right?
Yeah.
Once you've these 41, put where they should be. Okay. I'm just going to show you, because this is still being recorded. If you want to have a crack at it, okay. All you'll do is you'll go into the bank register, and the word reconcile will be here on the top.
Yeah.
You'll click on that. Wait here a second. Okay. And we'll say it was today's date. Now the letter T will bring you straight to today. And if you knew the balance today, well, actually we do know the balance today. Let me go back a second. It's 44,060.77. 44,060.77.
And it's account 1000 UB, yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So that's what's in the bank today. That's what was there on the 21st. You see that?
Yeah.
And I click start reconciling. And when you put all those waiting room items in there, if it's got green beside it, the bank have sent it over to us. All right. Okay. And it's marked them all off. As you start putting those waiting room items in and matching them up and stuff, that figure will come down and down and down, and it'll come to a 0. And that's your bank rec done by yourself. Okay. Now, you might be a bit not getting that yet, but you'll see it happening in action as you go. But now that I've set that up, I'm going to click on save for later. So just go back and have a look at how it's getting on yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably do this on Saturday at home. I'll bring home this,
and
I'll do it at home. So
okay.
Yeah.
But like, you've learned a lot there tonight. What's your record of that, Martin? Is it okay for you?
oh god, yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
a lot of stuff there. Yeah.
Eileen has a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, there is. So I don't want to push you onto the bills too much, like, but you're well able for it. Like, you're used to computer, you know what's going on, you understand the business.
Yeah.
And what I've just showed you there is what's happening in reality. People are paying you, sometimes you're getting the money straight away and it's matching up. Sometimes it's going into a check and it's in the drawer there beside you, or else it's with the WorldPay crowd and then it comes in. And we're keeping track of all that. And by putting in their email addresses, and if we have the prescription and herd numbers, at least it's very obvious to us if we have it or don't have it. But when with the email address, we could send them a statement. And remember, I said if it's wrong, they'll ring you.
Yeah.
And that's a control in itself. And if it's not wrong, well, hopefully they'll just pay up. But it's easy for them to pay anyway, because the bank account is there, and they can phone you if they have the credit card or debit card. And it comes old hat after a while. Comes old hat, And the only thing that'll ever kind of not throw it off or anything, but new things happen in business. You might change credit card supplier. There might be a different type of invoice. When we start scanning the purchases, if you could maybe book another one of these. Now,
book one for next Thursday for this, for getting
next Thursday, yeah.
make sure I have everything up to date.
Next Thursday now, actually, I'll have to have you deal with someone else because I'm actually away for 4 days. So
Mountain, is that what Martin said? You're climbing Crow Patrick or something.
That's
yeah.
what yes.
Actually, I'm meant to be going to America, would you believe, next
Oh,
week.
very good.
Cheap flight, 250. We're there, I think it's 250. But I,
Couldn't go wrong.
you know, PCR and waiting for my booster, sir. I mightn't even get out, you know. But I'm staying with a friend over there in Washington. There's 3 of us going over, having a few pints, that's all. And anyway, it's the first
Return, is it?
250 return. Would you believe that?
I'm going to book it and go.
Yeah, Aer Lingus.
Sometimes I'll
Cost you that getting to go in a taxi, get home again.
it would, yeah.
I know, it's amazing. We booked it there about 3 months ago. Booked it and forgot. And you know, thinking it's a bit away. Now it's here. And would we get out and all this stuff, you know? But now we'll get out all right. So I'll have you. Is Thursday your only day? Well, we'll book you with Maeve. I mean, I'll have them. There'll be one of the girls here anyway. They're all equally, if not better than me. Okay. And so no, we'll go with next Thursday. We'll keep the momentum working rather than turn things out. It'll be fine anyway. It'll be fine. I guarantee it. Yeah.
I also need you to do something for me on that, but I'll send you an email on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and whatever. I need to
Now I'm going to inactivate some of your VAT codes, but I didn't want to do it yet in case it kind of worried you. Okay, because the VAT codes that are on it,
yeah,
are the ones that work. Whereas the old QuickBooks wasn't rigged up for Ireland, you know. So, but I didn't want to go inactivating them yet in case it worried you, because they'll do the invoices right, but they mightn't do the VAT return right. That's it. But we'll get to that. That's what you're doing now is correct anyway. That's all correct all the way. Yeah. So.
And there's no need to do a backup. I used to back up on my own system every time I do.
No, there's no need for that.
No need for that. Yeah. Very good.
Okay. That's it. So get Martin's app rigged up and trick around with it, Martin. Have a look. You'll see some of the work we did tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend hours on it. Like, don't go walking around the town staring at the phone. Like, but
yeah. Why? I think I have an invoice from you, your bank details, have I?
Oh yeah. Did you enter your bank details into that thing for me? It does a DD. Let me just. Yeah. You did. I send you an invoice. We normally.
We did, but I didn't.
Did I? Okay. We have a system here, a great direct debit system, by the way. You know, I'll show it. Yeah, when you get this rigged up. It's inexpensive and it works fine, and everyone prefers it. There's a link. Can you? I see your IBAN there. I mean, I can even put in the IBAN, but I prefer you to just you. Let me see.
Is that in the email? Is it or where?
Yeah, I'm just going to open. We have a system here. Let me just see customers. Oh yeah, yeah. I think you just told me you were going ahead, Martin, and I okayed it.
Yeah.
Wasn't that it? Yeah. I'll send you an email here.
Okay.
Now, let me just get your email address, and all you need to do is put your IBAN into this link, and we'll take payment for the training and all that, and the monthly will probably starts on the 1st. I'd say, you know, that's generally when we start them. Yeah, so I'm putting your email in here. GoCardless.com. It's a very secure DD. I'm not getting your bank details, even though I can see them there. It goes into the secure banking thing, and we can just DD. But you'll always have a minimum of 3 days notice, and you can always stop it. Okay, so you're. Okay.
Post attendee Zoom. Have I lost him? Oh, he's there.
No, I'm here. Yeah. So
You just now, Eileen.
I wasn't really. No.
No, it wouldn't.
That's sound. So I'll send you that email there, Martin. If you fill it out, that'd be great, and I'll get that rigged up. And yeah, apart from that, okay. Are you clear now, Eileen, what you have to do? Yeah, you've it all written
Well,
down.
I the sales dockets, I have about 50 of them that have to go in that are on our old system, and I want to get them in.
Yeah.
Once the people have paid us, I want to get them taken off, and the bank lodgemency is done. So hopefully by next week, I'll have the bank brought up to, you know, the 24th of, you know.
Oh, February, yeah. And have a go at the bank reconciliation. And the only reason it won't work is if there's something in that waiting room that you haven't put through. Okay. And if you're unsure of that, we'll be keeping an eye on it here anyway. So we'll see how you're doing, like, you know. So.
Yeah, well, I do need to schedule, because I've no doubt there'll be questions for next Thursday afternoon, maybe around 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock or something.
Yeah. Let me see, just because I'm not here. So I'll set you up for 3 o'clock. It'll either be Lisa or Annette. It'll be one of those two. Okay. And they're both superb. So.
3 p.m. So.
Yeah, I'll have one of them email you.
Yeah.
And a link for that.
Yeah.
I'll just find out if they're both there, they'll work it out themselves. Yeah.
So
okay, great.
It's
Best of luck. I mean, you'll go fine now. You'll go fine. I want to have a look at your stock system behind the scenes in between anyway. So, so there's certain programming we'll be doing, just making sure everything's in the right place here. But it's not going to interrupt you in the slightest. It'll just make things more affordable for you with your account. That's all. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Kevin. Thank you.
That sounds okay. See you soon. And
Bye now. Bye.
Martin up on that app anyway. That'd be great. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay. And good luck with the new phones. Okay. The comfort. Yeah.